I brought my wife along with me to explore the city of Abeokuta.
See, even with kids, this Nigeria, it's everywhere, I guess.
Welcome to Olumo. Welcome to Abeokuta. We cannot go back. We cannot go back. Never.
While my husband was arguing with the guide and refusing to climb higher up the mountain, I decided not to waste time and took a few photos next to the main Abeokuta city letters. By the way, the higher we climbed up the mountain, then more breathtaking the view of the city became.
Wait, it's scared. It's scared of I. This video. Wait, body about. I want to saw you love more. I want to saw you love. Staircase, there's staircase. But I don't know Palace. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
Wow.
That's it. That's it, very easy. What am I about, Jaggy? What I did, I'm not going to lie. What am I going to lie? I did. Ah. What am I father now? I'm not following me now. Brother, tell me the good. Tell me what next time. Let's conquer. Next time. Tell me what.
And really, nobody never fell down?
Nobody. No casualty.
Wow.
As I said, me, I've been here since 1999. I've been working here since 1999. I've never heard about casualty. I've never seen.
Unbelievable.
You can see the whole city, the whole of Abeokuta from here. You can see everywhere. And the rock stand at the middle of the city. The rock is in the middle of the town, the middle of Abeokuta.
Abeokuta is so big.
Thank you. So when he came, I'm going to round up for you guys.
So, you know...
I want to watch him.
Okay, thank you. You know what? When you drive inside Abeokuta, you don't understand how beautiful is it.
How did you do it?
Baby, it's not so scary.
Wait.
Just there. I used your friends.
The height of this rock is 137 meters above the sea level. About 490 feet. Very close to heaven, isn't it?
True.
So from here, I would like to show you some important place from here. Like the first church in Nigeria. Look at that building there with artist color. That has something like white over on it. Can you see it? That's the first church in Nigeria, even in West Africa. St. Peter's Anglican Cathedral Church, Ake Abiokuta. The church was built in 1844 by Eric Townsend and Bishop Ajayi Crowder. You see the church? That's the first church in Nigeria. Now to this side, the long mosque the long antenna, shows the first TV station in Abeokuta, Nigeria Television Authority, NTA 12, Ogbe. Underneath the mask, if you look straight down the mask, there's 2 lemon buildings under the mask. That is the school our former president attended. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, MKO Abiola Fela. They are to that school called Old BBHS, Baptist Girls High School, Gunya. And that brown and white building that looked like a church, that's the first central mosque in Abeokuta. It was rebuilt in 1925, built in 1920. Behind the mosque, there's some green building with brown roof. Those are MKO Abiola family house. That is where MKO Abiola was born and brought up, called Bagu Rao Jagbo. This is the famous Iroko tree. Mahogany, this is Iroko tree, Iroko. And in between that bush, can you see a river, that water? That is Ogun River. That's where they derive the name, Ogun State, Ogun River. And Ogun River crosses about 4 group states, Lagos, Osun, Oyo, Ondo, through the Republic of Benin. The river later bursts into the Atlantic Ocean. That means, if you follow the river, you will get to the sea. You are from which country?
Russia.
Russia. Anytime you want to go back to Russia, you don't need to go to embassy now to collect visa. Come to me. If me and you follow the river, you surely know the Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, because the river is very navigable.
Okay.
Also, lastly, there is interpretation to the word of Ogun. O-G-U-N. Bro, your turn now. There is interpretation to the word of Ogun. O-G-U-N. The same spelling but different pronunciation. The first one is Ogun. Ogun is god of iron. Tell me the meaning of Ogun. Speak louder, bro. Ogun.
This side.
Ogun.
Sweat.
No. Use
Ogun.
that one. Use that one.
Weak.
Esther, give me.
Another Ogun.
20.
Ogun.
Long.
Ogun.
Climbs.
As well climb Olumo today. You are welcome. Anytime you are welcome. And I got them say, lórí òkè òun pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ níbẹ̀ la gbé bí mi sí o níbẹ̀ la gbé tọ́ mi dàgbà o ilẹ̀ òmìnira èmi ó fa Abeokuta ṣògo n ó dúró lórí Olúmọ máa yọ̀ lórúkọ Ẹ̀gbá o èmi ọmọ Lísàbí máa yọ̀ o máa yọ̀ o lórí Olúmọ máa yọ̀ o máa yọ̀.
When you drive through Abeokuta, you don't really realize how big the city is. But once you climb to the highest point, it hits you. The view is amazing. Standing on the top of mountain, I look out over Abeokuta. The city stretches below, surrounded by so much greenery. Tiny houses with brown roofs add a special charm, giving the whole view that warm, authentic Nigerian vibe.
By all means, I will rejoice. I will rejoice on top of Olumo Rock. You will ever rejoice in Jesus' name. You are welcome to Abeokuta. You are welcome to Olumo Rock. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow.
After a wonderful walk with our guide, we decided to visit my husband's childhood friends. As we drove through the city, I realized that Abeokuta can truly be called a city of students. There are so many schools and universities here.
See, this is government science and technology. Government technical and professional and whatever. So if you go to school to learn how to be plumber, how to be electrician and everything. So actually Ogun State, or let's say Abeokuta, Ogun State in general, it's known for having a lot of schools, both secondary, tertiary, name it. In Nigeria, or this state has their own. So this is one private school.
So Abeokuta is like school city.
Yeah. See, this is another school here. They have a Baptist Guest College. So there is another one here. So you can see that it has a lot of school. And this is the Shabby Grammar. You can go down, straight down. Head to the Shabby Grammar School. And this is one government school, Baptist Primary School. So this is a primary school for that guest college. Baptist National Primary School. Imagine how many schools in India by style to first world. So this is where I grew up. It's here. It's nothing. I actually grew with this pencil. The straightening. That coffee, yeah. So this is my food. So all these things I know. This is Airlines Junction. Call this one Airlines. It's the Airlines. So this is my school. After my school, the uniform. School. Yeah. It does. It's 1,000 stadium inside. So it's very big. This is Abeokuta. So now let me take you to that students at the school. Also, complete this in the comment section. So this is where I used to sit. This is where I used to sit. And this is
And finally we arrived at this friend's place.
The evening ended on a warm and heartfelt note. There is nothing more special than seeing old friends you grew up with. The next stop on our journey was a visit to the MKO Abiola Stadium. The stadium is named after the legendary Nigerian politician and philanthropist Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola, a native of this region who made significant contributions to sport and education here. Recently, the stadium underwent a major upgrade. New sport facilities were added, the stands and infrastructure were modernized. In other words, it's transforming into a world-class sports complex.
Later we went to the famous Itoku Market, a place for generations. Local artisans have been creating the unique idea and Kampala fabrics dyed by hand using traditional techniques. One of the women kindly agreed to tell us more about the fabrics made here.
so this is Itoku Market.
Adure fabrics. Fabric. Yes, yeah, we also call it Kampala. We also call this Kampala. You can see the texture is different from this one. Adure, original Adure. Original one. This one is Kampala. Kampala. Okay. This is made in Abeokuta. The Abeokuta fabrics. Exactly. Yes.
She explained that each piece is handmade and goes through a long, careful process. For example, when making Kampala, artisans first apply patterns using wax and then dye the fabric multiple times with natural dyes. The result is a stunning and vibrant design. Adire, on the other hand, is created using the tie and dye technique. The process begins with white cotton, which is carefully folded, tied or stitched to form patterns. Then artisans dip it into natural indigo dye, which colors only the exposed area, creating beautiful, one-of-a-kind design. Each Adire fabric is a true work of art, combining patience, skills, and the rich cultural heritage of the Yoruba people.
Unfortunately, we had to stop filming. The sellers started to react aggressively to the camera and asked us to put it away. Later we found out why. Apparently, not long ago, Some Chinese visitors came to the market, filled the dyeing and fabric making process, and later began producing similar fabrics in large quantities and at much lower prices. Now, the artisans of Itoku Market forced to compete with factory-made textiles, even though the true idea culture was born right here in Abeokuta. No matter which city we visit, I always notice the little details. In Abeokuta, for example, I was amazed to see that all the columns under the bridges are painted, and there are colorful drawings on the bridge walls themselves. It's such a unique and beautiful idea. It adds vibrancy to the city and hides the dull grey concrete behind bright colors. And another funny fact, in Abeokuta, goats are literally everywhere. They walk along the roads, wander through parks, and just casually roam around the city, like they own the place.
The next stop on our journey was the oldest hall in the city. We were curious to see what stories its walls hold and what kind of history is hidden inside one of Abeokuta's most ancient buildings.
Right, so we are now at the Centenary Hall. We'll be going inside to check it out, to know what this is about. Are you ready? Let's go.
We established 1830. 1830. Yes, this is 200 years now.
200 years.
1830. We were established in 1930. 100 years interval. It being the first Centenary Hall tó wà ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà. Kí gbogbo àwọn hall mi tó dé. So kí gbogbo àwọn hall mi tó dé, ìbí nìkan. This is the first Centenary Hall, first hall in Nigeria. Anybody that they are going to watch the stage play. This is a stage that all these people they are doing film. I want to watch a film. Ṣé máa sọ fún ṣá? Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe fíìmù bíi nígbà yẹn wọ́n máa ń wá. Tí wọ́n bá ti wá, Ògúndé, Ajímájàsán, Bàbá Sàlá, Bàbá Miro, everybody táwọn wo lórí kinní yẹn. Nígbà yẹn wọ́n máa ń aago mẹ́rin náà máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ 4 o'clock. Tí wọ́n bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 4 o'clock, tó bá wá di 5. Tó bá wá di 5, wọ́n á lọ káàkiri gbogbo Abẹ́òkúta. Àwọn kan máa dúró lókè lórí mọ́tò. Wọ́n máa polówó káàkiri. Ẹ wá wo kinní kan ní Centenary Hall. Tó bá ti di aago mẹ́rin, wọ́n máa establish bíbá yìí. Gbogbo bíbá yìí wọ́n máa di black. Káwọn yẹn kí reflection máa lè wọ̀ wọn. So wọ́n dẹ̀ máa gba ticket. Wọ́n máa gba ticket. Aago 6 gèrègé náà ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ṣe stage yẹn. Stage yẹn kẹrẹ ó ní curtain tí wọ́n bá ti fẹ́ ṣe eré wọ́n máa fà. Táwọn èèyàn máa wò, àwọn guests tó máa wò. Tí wọ́n bá ti wò, tó bá tó di ijọ́ mi ẹlòmíà ti wá.
Okay, so àwọn artist, àwọn òṣèré ẹ̀ oníkálukú wọn níjọ́ tí wọ́n máa.
Wọ́n níjọ́ tó ń wá. Ògúndé tó ṣe first film ayé ibi tó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe stage play ni. Àyànmọ́ ibi tó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe stage play ni. Jáyé Sinmi ibi tó ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe stage play ni. Bàbá Sàlá ní Centenary Hall, Ake Abeokuta. So nísìnyí àwọn èèyàn wọ́n wá ṣe ceremony bí everybody gbogbo náà wá ṣe ceremony. Wọ́n bá fẹ́ ṣe ìyàwó kó máa òkú àgbà bíná. Ó yẹ wo fíìmù kan àwọn bọ̀bọ̀ Davido ibi tó ti wá record fíìmù kan ibi tó ti wá record album kan ni. Ẹ bá wò dáadáa ẹ rí pé gbogbo dé ìlọ́wọ́ àìṣe gbà yẹn. So àwọn oníṣẹ́àtà máa ń wá. Àìlọ́mọwúrà tí wọ́n ṣe ní ẹni jẹ́ mẹ́jọ ibi tó ti wá ṣe kinní ẹ̀ ni. So ní gbogbo bíi náà empty book. Ṣé rí stage tí àwọn kan máa ń ṣe fíìmù tí mo sọ fún yìí ẹ wo bí tán jókòó sí síbẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa gbé kinní síbẹ̀ méjì ni ìkànnì that's stopper for all those audience that they want to enter. Then the crowd, they don't want to everybody to rush. They will stop them like this. Anybody, the next person enter. So àwọn tí wọ́n bá kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ wù kíní yẹn wọ́n máa wọlé díẹ̀ kó má lè rush. Kíní yẹn náà ń lò gbà yẹn. Àwọn British náà ṣe àwọn náà ti wá because tẹ bá fọkàn ẹ mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ ṣẹ́rí ọba yìí the giant ọba in Egbalai the hero ọba Adémọ́lá Ládàpọ̀ Adémọ́lá sẹ́kọ̀ Aláké of Egbalai ṣẹ́rí ascot 1870. Wow. 1872 bàbá yìí 1862 bàbá yìí ní ó yẹ wo fíìmù Fúnláyọ̀ Ransome-Kuti ẹ wò mẹ́rin ó ní Fúnláyọ̀ Ransome-Kuti lé olórí nígbà yẹn torí owó orí ká san owó orí àsan owó orí ọ̀gbìn yóò fòlù. Picture wọn dẹ̀ ní picture egungun ni oná ló wà ní ẹ máa bọ̀. Current Aláké yìí báyìí ẹni tá à ń sọ yìí. Okay. Bàbá ilé yìí ẹni bàbá Gbádébọ̀ current Aláké yìí. Bàbá ọba tẹ́jú sẹ́yìn. Bàbá current ọba tẹ́jú sẹ́yìn. Yọ ọmọ ìyá yìí ọmọ yìí ni ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ká lọ sísàlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Let's go down.
Okay, ọ̀nà tí wà lọ sínú ìsàlẹ̀. Wow.
This place is a place that they are keeping all the slavery that they want to take it and go Britain abroad.
So they used to wọ́n máa ń fi àwọn ẹrú pamọ́.
Yes, wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ ẹrú àwọn.
So iṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó kọ́ bíbá.
Láti kó káàkiri.
Àwọn òyìnbó ni àbí?
Àwọn òyìnbó ni. Àwọn Yorùbá kọ́ àwọn òyìnbó ni.
Àbọ̀ mo wá gbọ́ pé àwọn aláwọ̀ dúdú náà ń ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti.
Àwọn aláwọ̀ dúdú náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Ẹ wo ọba tí mo sọ fún yín. Àwọn náà ń kó àwọn síbẹ̀. Àwọn òyìnbó yà kó wọn lọ.
Àwọn ọba ló máa kó wọn síbẹ̀.
Àwọn ọba yẹn àwọn aláwọ̀ dúdú yìí àwọn náà ń tàṣẹ́ ẹ̀ kí ni lọ sọ́mu. Ṣé ti understand ọ̀n? Tí ò bá ní tọ́ tí ó lélẹ̀ ò bá jà.
Torí olè.
Títà ò lè jà náà.
Tí pilẹ̀ ò bá pa.
Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn ẹ wo kínní.
Ok, ṣé nǹkan tó ń ṣe àwọn ẹrú ló ń kó pamọ́ sí ìgbà yìí kó tó di pọ́n kọ́
lélẹ̀.
Ok, létà náà wọ́n á kọ́ hall.
Gbà kan wọ́n á kọ́ hall yẹn wọ́n á kọ́ mọ́.
So wọ́n kàn ṣe bíbà wọ́n rẹ̀ pa.
Ibẹ̀ rí ẹwòrin tẹ bá rí ọkọ̀ nǹkan kan síbẹ̀ èmi ò rí o ẹni tó bá tó ń jẹ́ bá ṣàpẹ̀wò ní.
Skinning roll or skinning roll.
Ẹ ti rí nǹkan tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
So àwọn náà kọ pẹ̀lú ní yìí báyìí.
Yes.
Ok, ibi tó ń kọ dé nìyí.
Ibi tó ń kọ dé nìyí.
Ibi tó ń gbé pílà yìí náà sí.
Wọ́n wá fẹ́ ṣe stage yẹn. Wọ́n á dìpa. Wọ́n mú wọn ṣe stage yẹn. Stage yẹn náà wá fi ń ṣe.
Ok, step yìí dán àtìgbà yẹn náà.
Step yìí dẹ́.
Ok, so ti máa understand dáadáa. Wọ́n ṣe bíi wọ́n rẹ̀ pa ní òkè níbi ẹ̀rìn yìí.
yes.
So tọ́ máa wá wọ́n á wọnú.
wọ́n máa wọnú bí àwọn guide àwa bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn guide máa.
But so kò tí ní wà ní shape hall àbó ti wà ní shape hall.
ó ti wà ní shape hall.
But kò tí sí stage.
kò tí sí stage. wọ́n ṣe wà stage yẹn pa lẹ́nu ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ kìíní. ẹ mọ̀ 1830.
So Centenary Hall ti wà.
yes, republished in 1930.
So
republished lele. ṣó ti yé bó ṣe rí gangan.
So ibi báyìí hall yìí wọ́n fi ń kó àwọn ẹrú pamọ́.
ibi gangan ni.
So ibi báyìí ló máa kó wọn wá láti tọ́mátì kó wọn wọlé.
wọ́n dájọ́ ń bí àwọn adájọ́ náà wà bí.
wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn ẹrú wá.
ọmọ náà àwọn tó ń lò wá nílòkulò. ṣó náà kọ́ ló ṣì happen this.
Yes.
náà ló ṣì happen di bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà.
So wọ́n máa fi àwọn ẹrú yẹn lẹ̀ títí tó máa fi kó wọn lọ.
yes.
kò sí bó ṣe lè sá.
kò sí tó máa bá jáde níbo náà fẹ́ gbà pẹ̀lú bọ́n táwọn guide máa wà bí. àwọn guide máa wà bí. ẹ bá wo fíìmù kan wáyé road láti kúta kúnte ẹ wo fíìmù yẹn ẹ try kẹ náà ẹ lọ wò nù kínní ẹ lọ ṣàṣẹ nù gọ́ngùn road tẹ bá ti sọ road agbèjáde fún yín ẹ wò ẹ mọ̀ pé àtìgbà yẹn náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe wá ṣekúṣe báyìí.
So this place, they used to put slaves there during those days. So it's the king of the city that really want to like send people out to kidnap people and keep them here for the British to take to UK. So that's how they made Europe. So it's only your country that didn't do this thing. The whole Europe, UK, Belgium, Germany, France, almost all of them, they did this. So it's only Russia that didn't. Ìlú tí ẹnìkan ní Russia, àwọn nìkan lọ kó dúdú lẹ́rú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Àwọn nìkan.
But àwọn tí wọ́n kó dúdú lẹ́rú jù. British
ni.
British number one.
British with France náà wà lórí àwọn ẹni tó ṣì ń kó wọn dé dọ́là.
Wow. This is their office.
What?
This is their office. They keep all their documents here. So after
the white people are
the white people, after going roaming about, they come and rest here.
Wow. Almost 30 and so.
While we were standing on the roof of Centenary Hall, we saw the Ake Palace and decided to visit it too.
Remove that.
in the palace here, we have 3 palace buildings, and there we have the first one, this building with the statues. That's the first palace, and that's the oldest palace in Igbaland. And this is the second palace, which we are standing right in front. The second palace, which is going to be 121 years old. And the third palace is behind, and that's the current palace, which the king makes use of. So that one is estimated to be 171 years old, the old palace.
Wow.
171. So it was used by the first king and some other kings after him before this one was built. And this was renovated. The last renovation was in 2022. That was the third renovation when the palace was 118 years old. And also this palace was the palace where Mrs. Funmilayo Atinpete led the Abeokuta Women's Union protest.
The tax.
1948. This is one of the thrones that belongs to the current king. The throne is beaded. It's made of beads.
Wow.
Has a very old table, older than the current king also.
Wow. And the chair, is it the ancient one or?
I said it belongs to the current king. That's
Okay. The current
one of the current king's throne.
I get it.
And we have the back door, which the king ran out from that year when the women came into the palace. That's the door. The doors are also as old as the palace. They did not remove those doors, especially this one. So this is the key to this palace. That's the oldest key we have, and it still works.
Wow.
So let me just brief you the history of Igbaland in summary. So this is how the history of the Igbas began. When they arrived here in 1830, so they were staying at Olumo. And that was how they got to name this place Abeokuta. So because they were literally staying under the rock when they came here. Then the arrival of the Igba returnees from Sierra Leone happened in the 1840s. So these were people taken as slaves, and they were at Sierra Leone, so they founded their way back home. And they are known as the Saro. So these Saros, we have one of the Kuti. The Kutis are one of the family, sorry. So one of the Saros, so they are a group of people. Then in 1842 was the arrival of Christianity. So in the whole of Nigeria, Christianity started here in Abeokuta. So Christianity started even before the existence of Nigeria here in Abeokuta. And then Abeokuta was known as Egba Nation because it was a nation on its own before we had the amalgamation of Nigeria, which ended the Igba's independence. Then in 1843 was the arrival of the man who started the mission work, Reverend Henry Townsend, who came from England and began the Anglican work. The same year he arrived was the year they held the first Christian service here in Abeokuta. Then in 1846, Henry Townsend was the man who brought in Samuel Ajayi Crowther. So he arrived there in 1846 to help further the mission work, and also it was brought in due to the bridge of language. That was the same man who translated the English Bible to the Yoruba Bibles. You can't go inside. this is just what we are here to see. The old palace, that's the painting of the first king. And these are paintings. These are paintings of Adire. These are musicians, the chiefs, and this palm candles represent Lishabi was once a farmer before he became a warrior, and that one represents Igbo Lishabi. So the people we just greeted now are the king's representatives, they are chiefs. This place is called Idieres, and those people are called Baba Idere. They are the ones in charge of this palace. So they are here every week. There are Mondays to Fridays. And here we have painting of women with their natural hair. So down here, what we have here is called Tubu.
Yes.
Our journey through the city of Abeokuta has come to an end. During this time, we saw the city from different angles. We climbed the famous Olumo rock, immersed ourselves in the atmosphere of Itoku Market, walked through the historic Centenary Hall and Ake Palace, and also visited the city's main stadium. Abeokuta turned out to be an incredible, warm and soulful place. Quiet, clean and peaceful. Life here flows slowly with a special sense of harmony.
The most touching moment was my husband's reunion with his childhood friends. There is something truly heartwarming about seeing the people you grew up with after so many years. And even though the weather wasn't perfect, Abeokuta still left us with only the best and brightest impressions.
Thank you guys. Keep it locked down. Subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.